I'm still not used to recording and talking to myself because I can see myself, so I'm making eye contact with me. Um, so I'm still learning how to do this. It's very uncomfortable. Trust me that this is not how I usually stand. This is very alien to me. But yeah, so basically I don't have any footage for a proper transition between me dropping off my December snail mail, which was my previous video, or the pink mailers you just saw, and what I did to prepare for my January drop off, which is what's going to be on after this chunk of me chit-chatting with you. I'm very excited for 2026. So far it's been a very bad December. My cat passed away. So as an artist, I kind of focused on memorializing, sorry, big word, memorializing her into an illustration, and I ended up making a animation of her, and it is my most liked video on Instagram. It is my most shared video on Instagram. It's my most bookmarked video on Instagram, and I got so many lovely DMs from so many people that have experienced similar situations. So I'm going to be showing you footage of me making this planner where I have a sticker of her. Honestly, I've never used a planner before. This is a dupe for the Hobonichi one. For me, a Hobonichi is something that I don't think that I can commit to just yet, just because the price range is not justifiable to me. So I bought a week's planner. This was $12 with the plastic cover, so I think that was a good price for what it is. My Midori MD I think was $14 with the plastic cover, and I ended up buying the weekly planner because I have a lot of medical appointments that I do have to keep track of, and I thought it'd be a very good idea to have that all in one place. So I'm going to use it as a diary, because when I was writing my weekly summary of what I did on the first week of December, I wrote about Mina. So I cried a little bit while writing this, but I feel a lot better now. I can have like a reflection thing going on with this. So yeah, that is all I have for this transitional chunk of chit-chatting, talking. So now let's go to the actual good part, which is me shutting up. Hi, I'm back with a voiceover now. I wanted to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes work that goes into designing and creating my snail mail art. Since I work a whole month ahead of time, it is currently the month of November and I'm waiting to ship out my December snail mail, which has been now fully packed. So I have to now prep the concept, the designs, and finalize will be shipped out for my January snail mail and promoted during the month of December on my Instagram. So now I'm showing you a bit of the rough draft creation of my New Year's theme, which is based on the Chinese zodiac, which will be the horse. I thought it would be fun to play around with the concept and was reminded of Shrek's cat, the cat in boots, as well as a toy horse stick, so I had fun creating a cowboy-esque cat. Once the concept design is finally finished, I create the stickers, order the postcards, and prepare the envelope deco. In this case, I decided to do a linoleum stamp for the horse toy. It's very important that I keep myself in post deadlines because everything is super time sensitive. I plan my schedule a month ahead of time so my subscribers can get their stuff in the first 2 weeks of the month, while most snail mail clubs run on the current month and ship out their designs by the end of that month. So in order to avoid my members getting their stuff too late, I prep a whole month in advance. So in October, I designed my December, and in November, I promote it, while I design my January snail mail, and so on. This way I can control my time wisely. I know it's kind of confusing, but it works for me, so that's what I'm going to stick to doing. I commission my postcards and they take about 2 weeks to reach me, so it's important I set my reminders on dates to pre-order. This month I bought a Locklick iCraft machine that was supposed to help me cut stickers quicker, but after multiple attempts and conversations with customer service, I decided to just ship it back. So I'll be considering between manually cutting on manufacturing my own stickers or getting those done outside, though there are flaws in commissioning out stickers and postcards because errors can take a really long time to be corrected. So while I still have a manageable number of subscribers, I'll probably just make them at home. For the month of January, since it is New Year's, I wanted to give everyone a bingo sheet for their New Year goals. So I designed a simple black and white bingo sheet that will be sent out with golden stars so that people can check out their goals as they reach them. I can admit that I've never been great at accomplishing goals, but I do like how everyone has been shifting over to micro goals or bingo sheets to manifest or to vision what they want to see during that year. I think that is a very low pressure thing to do, and I really like that. So here is how it looks like. This is the original draft of what I wanted to sell, but unfortunately the cutter that I bought does not read the line because of the red background. So after spending around 20 pages, we ended up with a plain white background. But the stickers are cut properly, while here they're not, so that's the one we're gonna use. I kind of like this one more, but it is what it is. At this point in time, I was so proud of myself because I thought that I finally fixed the lock lid. I thought that it was finally cutting to perfection, but little old me did not notice that some of the individual stickers were miscalculated in their print. And so by the time that I finally realized, I was already packing my orders and already close to my deadline. I did not have enough time to redo all this process, so I contacted my customer service rep, and they basically just told me that my machine was defective because it was not calibrating at all. So I'll be returning the machine, but unfortunately I don't have enough time to even commission the stickers out anymore. So some people will be receiving slightly defective sticker sheets. In my opinion, it is very noticeable, but I did show it to a couple people and they said that they didn't notice the issue at all. So I'm hoping that people will be content with it. I'm promising to be better next month. I'm going to be switching back to just individual die cut stickers. So yeah. I also wanted to talk about something that might be too personal, but I thought it'd be good to address is I have intense imposter syndrome to the level that it gives me anxiety. I've recently come to terms with the concept of calling myself an artist, even though for years I've been avoiding that. I've loved to draw and paint and create things since I was very little, but I've always been so scared of calling myself an artist because it felt like I had this gigantic gap between myself and other people that I respect or deemed artists. So I always created and I always felt like I wasn't worthy, and having people buy my snail mail despite me feeling so insecure about the things that I make is so mind-boggling. And even though people are actively paying for something that I'm making, I still cannot grasp the concept completely. I still feel like people are judging the things that I'm making or maybe thinking that they're not good enough, and I can't help but turn that part of me off while I'm making things because I can be so proud of something, but as soon as I have to send it out, I feel like, oh no, they're gonna unsubscribe because they hate the thing that I made, and I can't help to feel like it's going to be the last time that I write someone's name on an envelope and then I'm going to be abandoned. But while I'm also experiencing these heavy negative emotions of self-worth, I'm also learning to accept and love the things that I make. And it's hard to admit this, but I wasn't as creative as I feel that I am now. I feel like I'm reaching that full potential of creativity. I used to make maybe one or two paintings a year, and now I'm having fun creating something every single month. Not only the drawings that go inside the envelope, but the envelope itself is a challenge, and I'm having so much fun figuring it out. And it's such a weird endeavor. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this, but at least I want to be able to enjoy it while I can. I'm definitely accomplishing one of my childhood dreams of being an artist, and like I said earlier, I never accepted that title for myself until literally this month. And just flipping that switch on and believing that I am something that I always thought I wasn't has allowed me to be the most creative that I've ever been. I'm continuously challenging myself to come up with new things, whereas I feel like I used to be stuck copying references from Pinterest or being only able to draw things that other people had already created. So I am finally evolving into the person that I've always wanted to be. And I think that I'm the happiest I've ever been, despite other circumstances that are limiting me in my life. So I guess the moral of this video is, if you truly believe in yourself, no matter what your dream is or who you want to become or what you want to accomplish in life, if you start today, it will be easier tomorrow. If you make conscious steps and do conscious effort to grow yourself as a person, to get closer to that goal or that dream that you want to accomplish, you will at some point realize that you have become the person that you dreamed of becoming. So we're getting close to the end of the video, and sorry for all the rants I had during this video. Someone told me that they preferred to hear me speak throughout the video instead of just hearing music, so I really did chit-chat you up. Today is January 1st, so Happy New Year. I am so excited for this year because it is a year of new beginnings for me and new challenges, so I hope that everyone who is currently watching this video at any point in time has a little extra push from me to motivate you to do something that you love. Okay, that's the end of the video, and goodbye. Thank you for watching. Bye!